Is that in? Well, hello everyone. Been busy this afternoon. I've but my back garden's got a very large lawn and a small one. My front garden's got a miniature, not a miniature, well, a medium-sized lawn. And I've cut all of those. And I've trimmed my hedge in the front garden because it was growing a bit. I did the one in the back garden probably about just over a week ago, and that's only just starting. I'll probably do that one next week because it's a very long one, the one in my back garden. But it turned out I thought it was going to be a rotten, miserable day because it was really cloudy and dull this morning. And actually, the sun got out. The sun got out and it was a nice, lovely afternoon. In fact, it was getting a bit warm. I was sweating by the time I had finished. And I've been messing on with, I've got 2 laptops. Before I got those 2 laptops, I used to have a Toshiba. And I think I'd had it about 5 years. And it used to be Windows 8. And when there was an update for to go to Windows 10, I changed and I went to Windows 10. And then it had been on Windows 10 for a while, and one day there was an update on it, so I let it update. And when the update was finished, when I come to try to switch the Toshiba laptop on again, there was nothing there. It was just empty. And I thought to myself, oh God, I must have forgot to plug the power cord in. Well, that's what I thought anyway, only when I looked, the power cord was plugged in and it was on. So it was something to do with this Windows 10 update that had wiped out the everything that was on the computer. And I went online on my tablet and checked, if other people had the same problem, and apparently it's quite a few people had. And the only thing I could have done was go onto Microsoft, use somebody else's computer, go onto Microsoft and download the operating system again. But only to do that, you have to have the code for your old operating system, which I didn't have. I never ever wrote it down. So I was left without a laptop. I had my tablet and I had my phone, but I like my laptop. So I decided to go and buy a new one. Well, the laptop I had like a DVD player thing in it. You could play DVDs and record things. Use blank discs to record things, and which I used to do with photos and music and that sometimes. And so I went and bought myself, I went to Curry's and had a look through all the laptops and everything, and decided on this Dell one. Only I didn't realise after I got it home, it didn't have a DVD drive in it. So I had to go and buy an external one. If I wanted to use a DVD drive for anything, I'd have to have an external one. And I used it once or twice, the external one. I was putting photographs on a DVD and accidentally touched the wire while it was in. And it just spoiled the recording. The recording stopped and it was spoilt, and the disc was no good after that. I thought, I like the one with the disc drive included in the computer. And I was really annoyed because I never noticed when I bought this Dell one that it had no DVD. I thought all laptops had them, but apparently they don't these days. I'm just having a bit of drink. I'm having to sit down, having a rest and having a drink. So I put up with that for a while, and I think I was looking in I think the Dell one was quite expensive. I think I was looking in August one time, and online in August, and had a special offer thing, and there was an HP computer, laptop computer with the DVD in it. I thought, oh, I'm going to get that. So I got it, and that's what I was using. I've been using that today. I've been testing because the quality of these DVDs that where you go live, and then YouTube processes them like they do with anything, any video that you upload. The quality was terrible, and the video maker in the webcam in my computer. I mean, when I record anything on it, it's very good quality. It's high definitions. I think that's high definition, 720 something, something like that. And that's what I had it on when I was going live. But whenever I looked at the video afterwards, or I went live, it was all blurry and pixelated, and I didn't like that. So I thought I'll try the HP one to see what that one was like. But at first, when I tried it, I tried webcam on it, but there was no sound. I thought, well, that's no good. There's nobody's. I'm going to have to sit here. I'm going to have to be able to lip read if I use that one. So I had to muck about with it, and I checked the settings on my Dell and settings on the HP, and checked what was different on the HP, and apparently it was the something to do with the hertz. It was 50 hertz on the HP, but the Dell one was 60 hertz. So I changed the HP to 60 hertz, and the sound came on. So that must have been all. That was the difference. But when I recorded anything on it, it was sort of, the colour was washed out looking. I didn't like the way the colour was. So I'm back with my Dell one. I've been mucking about with that one as well, and at first, when I first went on, I have trouble reading. My eyesight's not that good. Even with glasses, where I'm sitting, I can't see if anybody types anything. I can't see what they're typing. I can't read where it is. It's too far away. And so I've got to lean forward like this to read it. And I had tried making the type on my laptop bigger so that I think it's recommended at 125 in the laptop, and I put it up to 175, and I looked at what was written on the screen before I went live, and it's telling you about the welcome to live chat and remember all that, and I could read that all right without leaning forward. So I thought, well, that'll be all right if I leave it on there, but only when I tried to go live, it was too big. You couldn't see the part that you clicked on to go live. That was no good. So I went back to the way what I was doing before, and having to lean forward and all that. And then I thought, once I get on live, I can make it bring it down smaller a bit so I can get into the screen behind, and then change the resolution on the type from there. So that's what I did, and now I can read what's written on the screen, so I'll not have to keep leaning forward. If anybody ever comes on to type anything for me to see, though. So I'm just sitting here relaxing after all the work I've been doing in the garden, because I can only do so much. I think at my age, your body only lets you do so much. Because I would have liked to have done more, because it was a nice day, but it's starting to turn a bit cloudy now, so. And I've been trying different times of the day for the go live to find out which might be the best time, because you don't know what people watch a lot of television at night time, and that, so they might not be there for to go live at night time. So I'm trying some afternoon ones to see. See if anybody comes on, but it's 4:20 now. I think people could be having getting their teas ready now, I think. But anyway, I don't mind. I'll sit and talk to myself for a while. There's one person on anyway. I can see what's each one person, but I don't know who it is. I think sometimes people can see the videos, but they can't comment or type or anything because I have to have an account on YouTube to do that. But I'm doing a little bit more of my runner on the sideboard. It's getting quite long, so I haven't got all that much further to go on it yet. And I wonder how many people have been out shopping today and having to wear their masks. I won't be going out till tomorrow. Saturday's my shopping day. I only go once a week, unless there's anything, I've forgotten and I have to go out again for. But Saturday morning's my shopping day, so I'll find out. Well, I know I have to wear the mask, but I'm not happy about it because I don't like having my face covered. But that's the way it is because it's more to protect the people than yourself. So you're not breathing and passing whatever germs there might be in the virus onto other people. Well, I think there's a lot of hype and all that about it. It's never know what's true and what isn't. I have to work out what I'm going to do after I've finished this. And see if I can get that chenille baby stuff for my granddaughter, see what I can make with that. But I thought I want to finish this first because I started this before I started the things for my granddaughter. And then I've got a lot of other yarn upstairs where I keep it up in the spare bedroom, and I'm going to have to start working out what I'm going to do with that. There's not been much summer left, so I'll probably be doing jumpers with what's left. Or sweaters, that's the posh word for it. I'm afraid where I was brought up, we would just call them jumpers. Well, like I'm saying, we've had a nice day today. Well, a nice afternoon. Anyway, I'm just hoping that's the start of the heat wave that a lot of other people have been having. That we don't seem to have gotten us. It hasn't gotten up as far as the northeast, this is up in Newcastle. But it's been nice today. Been nice and warm. I'm hoping that's the start, and we might get some more. I've got a lot of other things to do in my garden. My granddaughter's partner, Craig, came up last night with a greenhouse from his dad's garden. Now his dad didn't want any more, and he asked me if I wanted it, so I thought, it might come in handy. It's one of those plastic. It's not a glass greenhouse. It's like those thin metal things you put it all together with, and there's like a plastic cover goes over the top. I'm probably going to have to fasten it to the fence or something like that because of the winds we get. It'll probably disappear over the railway lines like my last one did if I don't. I've got that to sort out, so that'll be a bit of a jigsaw puzzle putting that all the pieces I've got to stick together. And I remember when my granddaughter and her brother were little, they used to come and stop at my house at the weekend, and we got one of those little Wendy houses for them they played with in the house, and that was like those plastic rods that you stuck together and all that. It was like a jigsaw puzzle. Me and my husband were around the twist trying to put it up. So I think that's what this greenhouse is going to be like. But I could probably do with somewhere for the to bring my plants and things on. I have been doing me outhouse, but they didn't seem to come on very well in the outhouse. It must be too cold because there's no sunlight gets into the. There's a window, but the sun doesn't get into it. Because I had some in there, and as soon as I brought them out and put them into the cold frame, they started growing better. So something outside greenhouse might be better. I'm still trying to tidy things up. I could still got a large part of it, my garden that wants digging over, and I've still got some more potatoes I can put in. It's getting later and later in the year, but nice little potatoes will do me. I can finish digging where I was doing where I put the other potatoes. And then I need to sort my patio out a bit because my garden is on a slight slope. And me and my husband, what must be at least 20 years ago, I'm not sure how long ago it is, we laid the patio ourselves. And I've noticed over the years, we seem to be getting gaps between the paving. I had things along the bottom to stop them coming, but they are leaning over, and we seem to be getting a lot of gaps between the paving things. So I'm getting a lot of weeds coming in. So I think I'm going to have to sort them out and start trying to push the paving pieces back up to where they belong. Another thing to do when I was sweeping up, after sweeping up the bits of grass, my garden seems to be full of ants. Ants all over the place. I know there was a lot of them when I was doing taking the weeds out of my patio. There was little clumps of soil and sand that they were bringing up from between the paving things, and when I was scraping between them, they were running out like something not right, and there's just seemed to be all over the garden this year. I don't know where they've all come from. And then it's starting to get those ones with the wings, the flying ants as well. But my lettuce, beetroot, cabbage, peas, my potatoes are all doing well anyway. They are growing well. Only I've got this cat start coming into the garden, and when I was down where the cabbages were, there's some I've just put in not long ago, and they're just starting to get a nice size. And there was nearly a ditch dug around them there, and I think the cat's been in there. I'm going to have to start chasing it when I see it in the garden, or I was going to have everything ruined. Wasn't that? It was the rabbits before. I've never grown anything for years because of the rabbits. Now they've gone. I'm not going to be bothered with cats. And then I've got my front garden, the fence which our neighbour's leaning over, and it's my fence. I had it put up, so I'm going to have to get probably a couple of posts and things to stick in there. But I'll have to get somebody to do that because I can't do that. My next door neighbour's a lazy son, so he won't do it. probably be just on a little bit longer, and then might probably be going doing some tea for myself, and then sit and relax and watch the television. Whatever crap's on the television, I don't know what's on. I forgot to get the television paper for this week, so I don't know what's on tonight. I don't watch soaps. I'm not a person for watching soaps and things, so I'm not bothered about them. Coronation Street and EastEnders and all. We could end them tomorrow for me. That's the only trouble when I go to these. I'll be starting going to my quiz again on Monday, because the pub that has it starting the quiz again. When they do, we'll have a picture round. The first round is usually a picture round of actors and actresses and sometimes film stars as well. And a lot of them are the characters from some of the TV soaps and that. I haven't got a clue who they are. The old ones I might know. And the last time I watched Coronation Street, Ina Sharples was in it. And what they call the other one, Minnie Caldwell with a cat, Bobby. And Martha Longhurst. So be those three, I think I remember. And I only watched it then because I was single, living at home with my parents, and that's what my mother used to have on. I had no other choice but to watch it because we only had one television in their days. The kids nowadays, we didn't have a television in our room like the kids nowadays. Had one television in the living room, and there was only, well, at the start there was only BBC. That was all we had. And I think BBC Two came second. I think that was the second. Yeah, I remember the TV shows when I was a kid. I'm talking about, I was born in 1946, so this would have been in the 50s when I used to come in from school. We used to dash in from school to watch Hood, William Tell. Oh, and I forget the other shows that used to be in Ivanhoe. And they were only on half an hour. That was children's television, and that was all we had. And during the day, well, I remember even when my kids were little, the only program we had during the day was Watch with Mother. That was 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the afternoon. Then the television used to go off at 10:30. We used to watch the little dot go off on the screen. Yeah, I think this is a bad time for people to watch anybody on live. So I'm probably going to end it because I'll be doing my tea in a minute anyway. Yeah, there wasn't a lot on the television. I think Sunday, I remember Sunday afternoon we used to have a film. Some film. And then I think we used to have a lot of religious things, songs of praise and things like that before the evening viewing would start. Remember Sir Harry Seacombe? He used to be on, I don't know, Songs of Praise or one of those he used to come on. Didn't, because I like listening to him singing. With the kids these days, I go with my granddaughters and the television's on all day and it's all for the kids. The youngest one's not quite 2, he'll be 2 next month. And you daresn't change the television channel when he's got something on. you have to sort of remind them that there's two older boys, that they don't want to watch Teletubby and Paw Patrol, things like that all day long. Like, but he does his nut when if you turn what he's watching up. In fact, he has the control in his hand most of the time. I think it cost my granddaughter £2.50 the other day because he pressed something on Virgin that you have to pay for. And he pressed for it and it come up on her phone that she was being charged £2.50 for something. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to make me tea now. So there's only been one or two people. Somebody's watching. I don't know who you are, who's watching, but I'm going to say bye to you now.